Greetings Hexan Counter players, and welcome to episode 2 of my campaign series Vietnam, Operation Tulip, How to Play. Something I should have mentioned in episode 1 is the optional rules. So I did discuss enhanced close air support in video 1. You see it's ticked in this area in the optional rules. So all the scenarios, I understand, have been updated so they can be played with these rules enabled. So currently it's the start of turn 2 and we're located in the north of the map. Our M24s, our Chaffies, are poised to enter Dong M. I'm sure many of you would know the principle of not allowing armoured units into built-up areas which haven't been cleared by the infantry. So the game has given a nod to this principle by penalising armoured units in the assault phase in built-up areas by reducing the assault factor by 50%. So that being the case, what we'll do is use our M3s and our Chaffies in a overwatch fire sort of mode, and then move our initial portion of infantry towards Dong M. Early in the game, as the French units are coming on rather piecemeal, it is tempting to commit them or overcommit them in this piecemeal fashion, which will allow the Viet Minh to chop them up a bit. So the initial moves will be to put the M3s in position so they can fire into the hexes. We'll see how we go. So stage 1 is getting the preliminary fires or the overwatch fire happening and hopefully downgrading the opposition and getting the infantry in place. Now while this is happening in the turn, I just thought I'd speak about one of my favourite subjects, and that is learning NATO symbols. Really, it's not that difficult, and it adds another level of flavour, I think, to the gameplay once you get used to the concept of counters and these NATO symbols. So let's have a look at the Viet Minh forces that are arrayed against us. At the top of the insert are 2 infantry units. You can see the basic cross formation with the box. Below these is a letter indicating the type of infantry that these units are. So the M stands for militia and the I, irregular forces. Next box down has the basic hand arms symbol, and it's an arrow pointing upwards, which stands for a machine gun. The I is for irregular forces, and note the 2 horizontal bars. So this is a medium machine gun. So 1 bar would be light machine gun and 3 horizontal bars would be a heavy machine gun. Below this we have the basic machine gun symbol with a circle on the bottom. So this is a mortar, and in this case it's irregular units are manning it. It has 1 horizontal bar, so this is a light mortar. And finally in this selection we have the basic arrow formation, and it has the fins at the bottom of the pattern there, so that indicates this is a rocket propelled weapon. It is described as a light anti-tank rocket launcher, or in the common vernacular a Viet Minh bazooka. So using the counters, you not only get to know the type of unit and the troops manning it, but also you get the 4 factors displayed to you: strength, morale, assault and defence. So it's well worthwhile exercise. Note this infantry movement from a meadow across the stream into scrub. To cross a stream costs 57 points, and to move into scrub costs 32, which equals 89 points. And yet if you look at the icon now, we have 35 points remaining. This is because the max movement cost is 65 points. So that means we could possibly move into the village. However, it is elevated, so the village cost and the elevation cost, which is 23 points, exceeds our movement allowance. We'll return now to the centre of the map, and as you can notice, I have the disrupted highlight enabled, and many of these units that are highlighted are the second stick of paratroopers just landing. So we can tell those ones, as you remember, their action points will be 0. So let's have a look at this Movt unit here on the eastern edge who is disrupted. Now note that he has 100 action points. So what that means is he failed the morale check at the start of this turn. So if we look at the terrain information, notice that the morale for a rice paddy is 0. So with this mortar unit, if we move him into this building here, the morale is +3. So he also gets -3 concealment. So he gets +3 onto his morale check. His morale factor is 8, so he's guaranteed to pass the morale check in the start of the next turn. So any disrupted unit, if you can find a leader or a hex where they get some benefits, you can improve your chances of them becoming undisrupted the next turn. And as he has 8, he's guaranteed. So we'll move him back into there. We'll have a look at some of our other units. There's another disrupted unit. He's a Special Forces unit. So we cannot move towards the enemy, but we can move away in most instances. So we'll try that. Okay, I can only move him into one hex. I can't move him into the building. So we'll see how he goes next time. The light machine gun is okay. This rocket is not, so we'll stick him in there as well. Right, so we've got a few units that will still remain disrupted this turn, haven't we? So I'll move him towards that hex. Gosh. Oh, so this chap here, we can see 0 action points, so he's just landed, and so is that light machine gun. This chap can fire. So what we would like to do at this stage is disrupt this guy, so we can take this hill here, and that's our plan to sort of sweep around in going from right to left. Notice also we have this stream that we have to cross, so that'll cause us some aggravation, as you know. The stream plus the rice paddy, we may be only able to just move into that hex. Then we may have some elevation issues as well, so we need to identify which hexes we want to go into. What's the bet he's got a unit up there in this rough terrain? So we'll find out all these things as we go through there. So it's probably going to be difficult establishing ourselves in this part of the map, so that could slow our plan down, but we'll see what happens. Right, so the start of a turn. Check your disrupted units and move them to better locations if you can. So this chap here, we can move him back into the buildings from the rice paddy. Oh no, he's just landed, so he's 0 action points. So we'll go back to our good old recon unit, and we might as well try a a recon reveal command just to see if we can find any other information or get anything from that. Let's try again. No, that's fine. Okay. So, the light machine gun. Don't like to move him without an accompanying unit. So, what do we have? We have our Special Forces guy here. So, we'll move him to there, into there. I don't think he can fire at 35, can he? Oh, no effect. Yep, he can definitely be seen. So there's more to here. Control, right click. Excellent. Reduced by 1. That's what we like to see. Shall try this one over here. No effect. Right. No, you can't fire again. Alright, so let's just move. He's disrupted. Yep, that's right. Disrupted. Disrupted. 0 points. Light machine gun. Zeros. Right, so this chap here. So what I might do is I'll move the leader towards our disrupted units, and he should help to get them back online. Move him down this path. Now our recon unit may have identified this unit down here, so at this stage I would like to perhaps send one unit towards him to give him some support. This reconnaissance unit will push him towards the front, I think, because this guy is 100, so we can move him forward. We'll move him along the path. Wow. Okay. Move him along the path. Turn the visibility off. Okay, the recoilless rifle. Disrupted. Disrupted. 0. Yep. Double disruption. Okay. Now if we press the K, that takes the units off, as you can see. So some of these units in the middle of the rice paddy area here, well, they're just going to have to hopefully get a good roll, 8 or less. So that's just life, I'm afraid. Right, and that does it for this part of the map. So we'll go to our strike aircraft. We'll grab an invader. Okay. Might try one on him as well. Okay, we'll go for a... Let's see what this ground attack aircraft does. Rightio, so you'll remember our troops over here on the left, or to the west if you like. We'll move our recon unit to there. We'll go for a recon reveal. Didn't see anything else pop up. Was that? I think that guy was there before. Rightio, so this chap here, we'll move him up towards these buildings. We'll do the good old recon reveal. I think this is a very useful feature. Oh, we've found one, so that's good value. So that's excellent news. So we know someone's up there. So we'll move our main force, our platoon, up to here. Put him in the buildings for some protection. So what's the protection there? So elevation 0, TEM is 0.7, so he gets some protection there and some concealment and a morale factor. So I think that's always good value. We don't have any fire left there. I don't know if we've got any artillery left. I thought I put them elsewhere. Okay, well, I think I've already allocated those. And that is basically the end of turn 2. So we've made a discovery here. We're pushing up towards the hill. So we'll see how we go. And this ends the turn. Vietmin 120mm mortars from 320. Okay, so we need to remember that and hopefully locate him at some point. Oh dear. An M24 disabled. That is bad news. Retreated, disrupted. That is bad news. Oh. Crikey. Okay. Bazooka team disrupted. Always good news when you've got armoured units around. Okay, so 14 units undisrupted or recovered morale. That's good. Reinforcements have arrived. Oh, good. That guy retreated, so that's good news. Turn 3. So here we are in the battle at Dong M. So we have our bazooka team. Perhaps he was the unit which damaged our M24. So we'd like to get rid of him. So we have our M3s up here. So let's give him a bit of love from there. Oh, strike a light. Well, that was a bit disappointing. Let's grab one of our... Well, we've given it a go. Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Well, I didn't mean to move that M24 in there, so that was a bit of a fail. And that is that for the north of the map. So there we go, the end of turn 4. So I might end this video here. I might do a couple of turns and then get back to you and we'll see how the battle is progressing. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them down below and I'll see what I can do. But it looks like it's all going to roughly to plan. I don't know whether I'm too slow or too fast, but we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.